Hello everyone, Lord.agion here with another Grey Goo Replay. Spawn on the bottom side, we have Benny P. Spawn on the top side, which he is, or she is now down here, is Mendel. You can see there's actually quite a bit of actually beta structures on the map. There's just two wall segments. Looks like he's planning to put some commandos if he gets attacked. Dismount them when he is not being attacked, so go ahead and scout. And right now he's probably a bit confused on where the Goo player is. Usually the Goo players go towards the center to go for those three and for these two. But he went for an interesting spot of down south. Note I do not know the exact. Remember these actually are a bit more experienced players than I am. I think in the couple replays I downloaded, one of them was they were around the 40s and 50 range. The other one was down in the 10s. I forget what rank these two are, but they are no stranger to this game, so we can expect a relatively good game. Commando scouting out, even here he realized they're not here. He wouldn't expect to check here because there's only one node. Let's see, where did he scout out? It looks like he did not scout out up here, and he's not scout out down here, which he will find this mother Goo. So he hit, Goo. I was going to hit gold, but there's no gold in the hills, just a pile of Goo. Doing a couple wall segments. He is a bit stalled in cash, and apparently my friend's online or playing a game, and it was blocking the resource income. Should probably put that to way or busy to prevent that from being popped down. But oh well, I've already started. Got the third mother Goo out. This one can spawn another mother Goo. But he may want to invest in two, and I say maybe a small protein or two, just to deal with these commandos. Get some striders. There's not enough commandos out to get drovers, so I think some striders will be a good option at this point, just to remove them. And plus, all these wall segments are about to go up. That's just going to give them some bit more entrenching, basically, if you count making a trench standing on top of a wall post. And he actually sort of had this Goo player a bit contained in this area. He could place this commando on that post. The commando will, he could snag the resources, he can still get a profit, but every bullet slows down his production and his eco. He does get a, large protein. Looks like he's actually smart. Getting the higher armors, large proteins. The commandos have nothing on large proteins. Plus they also have a weapon penetration of 10. Which, well then again, these wall segments have no armor, so that was completely pointless for me to mention. But they can withstand, large proteins can more than withstand a lot of fire. This Mother Goose decides to go ahead and engage the commando, but the commando is just literally pacing the income it's finding. So overall, I say this harassment was pretty worth it. It gave him a lot of time to set up his base, go ahead and expand outwards. He was only on 3 refinery, but that is equal to the number of Mother Goos, so that is fine. A Bastion. Interesting choice. I think he's expecting a lot of commandos, which that will be a great counter to the commandos to withstand all that fire. Plus, a Mother Goo would devour all the commandos when they are focused firing on the Bastion. When I first started playing the Goo, I decided to do a combo, which was very effective as Moss Commando. Bastion taunts everything, the Mother Goo eats everything. Even makes small protein. And now he's in a bit of a siege line, more or less. It's hard to equivalent this to a siege line where they don't... probably a bad analogy. But in containment, I should say. He does have Predators out, which Predators do have weapon penetration, which they can do true damage to Bastions. But there's not a lot of them here, but this is on a wall segment. It can withstand quite a bit of fire. Bastion's taking the hits. Commando's coming in. Commando's being taunted by the Bastion. The Bastion's down to almost at 50% health. It probably should pull back at this moment. He's done a lot of damage. No, he's going to sacrifice the Bastion completely. He's going to try to destroy this army. Bastion's down to his last 50 health. Does manage to get that Predator before it jumps on the mount. Reinforcing small proteins will come and help, but how much is he willing to sacrifice to destroy this small army? There's nothing much he more can do. He can't really destroy any buildings. He probably should have pulled back when the Bastion's low in health so it can go out of combat and regenerates its health. Expanding additionally up here, so he's going to be on a 4 refinery. That's very good. The Goo player's on actually 2 refining Mother Goo. This one has not been refining for quite a bit of time. Actually, it sort of has, actually. Never mind. As long as orange is refining. There's still 1 command on these segments. Nothing much, but could be just annoying. This Mother Goo in an interesting spot. Looks like transferred from down here to heading towards the middle, I guess. Moves away from the commando, though he's still not refining, so that little bit lost mining time does make a little difference, but not too great. Just something to talk about, I guess, because the game sort of slowed down this moment. Oh, we do have a detonation pack, so now the commandos will explode for 25 damage from ever, it's a very effective upgrade versus drovers. Commandos can be upgraded to be effective versus its 2 primary counters when facing a Goo player: Crescents and Drovers. Detonation packs causes them to basically blow up nearby Drovers because they're pretty much already in melee range. And Crescents, they can be upgraded to fire AA, which then prevent any Crescent shots from coming down on them. Looks like he's expanding down here, but he probably should stop. He should see this, does this building... Yeah, it does have, no, it doesn't see anything. Now it does. But he does know these Striders are attacking this wall. We've got this force commandos and a couple Predators coming, just standing in the bush. Does cancel the refinery, which is a good idea. It would have been forfeit. Oh, while the game slowed down just a little bit, I'm going to fast forward about a minute. And let's see where the game takes us. Looks like he is sending out an attack. Looks like he just started. There's some walls just being built. We do have monitors. No monitor, oh, these commandos are just being sent. Oh, they do have detonation packs, so it's okay. Ooh, nice explosion from the commandos, but other than that, it's probably, maybe worth it. There is an upgrade for monitors to have the sensor mine do 100 explosion damage, which can be quite effective. Yeah, it looks like this is a 25 damage, as I mentioned before. I always want to get my numbers straight. That means it'll take 3 commandos to explode to kill 1 drover, or to kill a group of drovers. We do have a seeker out, which are stealth scouts, but do note Mother Goos are stealth detectors, so I would have briefly saw that. Sorry about that. It's a bit late in the night for me. You got a single Strider here, but the Strider does get cleaned up by the commando on top of the wall. A lot of Seekers coming out. Is he going for stealth Seeker tech? That's not... Stealth tech is not very effective for the Goo players because every single Goo, not the Goo units, but the Goo itself, are stealth detectors. Unless large protein is one. I would assume it is. Now I'm just questioning myself. Since he sees these Crescents attacking or should, if he's paying attention right here, he should probably invest into the AA upgrade for the commandos. More wall segments coming out. As you can see, the whole map is pretty much littered with wall segments. This force is actually not attacking the Mother Goo, while this force over here is actually cleaning up entire refining location. You can't be losing those. Though he does expanded quite a bit. There are 10 Mother Goos versus 1, 2. Looks like this area is refined out, so he's smart enough to move away from the area, and this area will be very dry very soon. 4 refineries on this little node, it will be dry within the next 5 minutes. We do have stealth seekers. Luckily he had those not seekers, radiants. Luckily he had those seekers. Seekers now appeared. Now they do, their stealth is revealed. More stealth radiants coming up. That one somehow, oh, looks like that one's not being detected in between the two. And it looks like Commando blew up and killed it. That's, I think, what killed it. Another refinery going down. He can't be losing those too often. He does spot all these, what's it called? These, radiants being formed. A lot of stealth radiants can be effective, but it can easily be countered because they don't do a lot of damage. They do only 6 damage, a rate of fire of 1. So that DPS is lower than the commandos, which is a rate of fire of 0.5, so they fire twice as fast, dealing a grand total of 8 damage. And their health is... you get 2 per small protein, which is not very tanky. More refining locations will be going down. Stratus looks like he's going for a Stratus exploding beacons, as I mentioned before. Now, once that's done researching, they can explode for a grand total of 100 damage. So attach on to a drover, it will explode and kill nearby drovers. Radiance will take a 2. He gets on these wall mounts. There is a seeker nearby, so stealth detection is not a problem. He's going to let these commandos fight it out, buying time for the rest of these to escape. Good idea. Moving to this base head, which he might need to invest into more wall segments. He can't be losing this base head. There's a large factory here, so he has a lot of investment here, even a tank attachment. So perhaps he should invest into some Predators ASAP. He is investing into Predators now. But will he get... it's going to be cutting close if he can get a set up in time. There's not a lot of commandos here to defend. He could just try to suicide bomb in. That may be his best choice. Crescent's coming in, and this base head will be destroyed. He cancels the Predators, get his credits back. He should just sell off the structures. He can't help in saving this now. There's an attack coming here. 1 Mother Goo at least goes down. Looks like 2 total possible Mother Goos could have gone down. As I mentioned before, perhaps he should invest into AA tech for the commandos. This area is slowly being dealt with. He does have this force up here. 3 Mother Goos are down. This Mother Goo is sustaining some fire. The exploding beacons is not done just yet. This area is dry. As I mentioned, this area will be dry within 5 minutes. It hasn't even been 5 minutes. It is dry. He's expanding down towards the center. It's nice and lush here, if you can call Catalyst lush. But overall, I say actually the beta player has most of the map under his control. Look all the green compared to the blue. Though there's a larger army here, this force is pretty severely damaged, so he can overrun this area. He needs to get a force here now to defend this. Walls take times 5 damage or times 10, I forget exactly, when they're being constructed. He needs to get his army here now. He needs to get this resources. Most of these, a lot of his refineries are not actually refining. Plus these predators on the walls are pretty low in health. Might as well get as much value as possible out of them as possible. This force stays up here. He does actually, he actually does have a lot of predators. Which a proper engagement, say if they are funneled in right here, can win him this battle and perhaps the game now. Do we see a hand of rook? No hand of rooks anytime soon. Maybe some hailstorms, move and shoot hailstorms could have been good. Or perhaps just mass beacon from the Stratus. That might do some good. Let's just go and come down here to this refining location, and he really needs to save these refineries. It's quite a bit of investment right here. Predators coming up. He will maybe snag an entire Mother Goo. This Mother Goo's taking a severe amount of damage down to his last segment of helmet, and it's dead before it can make even a chance to run away. But also, this entire base said it will be destroyed, and that's losing 2 whole refineries, 2 small hubs. That's about 2,000 credits worth of infrastructure right here, and not to mention future economy. But another Mother Goo is going down. Currently, he's down 3 Mother Goos. There's two Mother Goos here. There's a couple small proteins coming out of that one. Do have large protein. Large proteins apparently do not have stealth detection. We do got warbirds, and warbirds instantly get shot down. Commandos coming forward. This Mother Goo may go down. He should just run up that wall, but he does not run up the wall in time, and he does lose that Mother Goo. But the Self-Radiants may be able to clean up this force. An eye for an eye. More beacons coming down. What's the rate of fire of the Stratus? Rate of fire 30, so it has probably the slowest rate of fire in the game. Hit squad of predators, but he needs a seeker here to deal with these radiants. We got a force over here. There is a seeker. No, there's no seeker. So these radiants are not detected. But a lot of this force is Striders. So he can just deal with the force of Striders. He'll be fine. Mendel does call GG. Well, Mendel's a good player, so I guess he cast GG. I don't really see any big player lost exactly who win, but seeing he's down to 4 Mother Goos, he looks like Benny P has won the game. This is Lord.agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.